Hi, it's Grant Morgan again, Wilcox Bodies. I'm just going to give you a brief overview of operating the crane. Obviously PTO and pump on the truck has to be engaged, jack legs to be extended and lowered to the ground. So here we go. So, engine is running, parking brake has been engaged, PTO switch has been turned on, the engine is ramped up to roughly 1300 RPM. Inside my crane tower cabinet, I can hear the circuit, the hydraulics is running. Selector valve is in the center position for the crane and high rail. I'm going to pull the pin, extend these jack legs. Jack leg can be lowered to the ground, the other way. So I won't lower it all the way to the ground for the sake of this video. On the curbside, similar thing. Pull the pin, pull the jack leg out. There's a few different positions for the jack leg. Again, you can pull the pin. Again, there'll be a red line to show you the maximum extension for the jack leg, which is right about there somewhere. There we go. So that's locked into position there. You would then crank the jack leg to lower the jack leg to the ground. Onto the crane. Before you can function the crane, you're going to have to release a safety strap on the crane. That releases the strap. Now, in order to turn on, and get power to the crane, you have to go up into this cabinet, flip the switch on, and then that should give you power at the crane. Now we have the remote control. In order to turn on the remote control, if the mushroom is not, the emergency red stop button is, if it is depressed, you need to release it by pulling it out. And then all you need to do is hold this upper right hand corner switch into the start mode for approximately, I don't know, like maybe 2 seconds. 1001, 1002, and then it tells you to release the switch. And now we have, see if I can get this picture in the shade, we now have power to the crane. So, this is a proportional remote control. If I was to, typically you raise the boom up. Usually I hoist down just slightly to take pressure of the travel block off of the underside in case you snugged it up. You really don't need to snug it up. In the position that it's in right now, letting it flow back and forth a little bit is fine. This way, if you do boom up, you're actually shortening the cable distance and causing it to put strain on the cable, so a little bit of slack is ideal. If it is tight up there, then you should just hoist down. And hoist down would be toggling the switch up. There we go. Now you can boom up. So you toggle the switch first, up, and then you slowly pull the proportional trigger. The wrong way. Boom up is switch, toggle the switch down, and pull the trigger, and your crane goes up. So the more you depress this switch, the faster the crane is going to operate. It is a proportional trigger, so it is controlling a proportional hydraulic valve to allow more fluid through that hydraulic circuit to the boom up cylinder, more or less. So the less you pull it, the slower it goes. The more you pull the trigger, obviously the more fluid it's going to allow it to go through, and it's going to go faster. And that basically, in a nutshell, is the basic operation of getting your crane to operate. Thank you very much.